Woo.
All right. We are live and on Twitch, where exciting things happen on the internet. And tonight we're going to be doing
Oh,
all kinds of exciting things. Oops, somebody rolled something. Okay,
it was
you guys, it was me. So recap from last week. Um, the survivors of Ravenloft and the horrors within, minus a few party members who they're not sure what happened to them, decided to venture out into a settlement that's a little bit bigger, a little bit more civilized, with a few more luxuries. Do a little sightseeing, relax a little bit, maybe get a massage, maybe drink some lots and lots of beer. Whatever those things are, they made their way into the closest large settlement, which was Waterdeep, and yeah, made their way into the world's most famous tavern within Waterdeep, the Yawning Portal Inn. They got to hear some lore about the place. Um, they got in a bar fight. Then they got into a bar fight with a big troll that came out of the dungeon beneath Yawning Portal. Uh, decidedly, relatively without much difficult, defeated said dire troll. And now they find themselves negotiating terms with a man named Volo, who is requesting to hire them to find his friend Floon. And while details were pretty sparse, they seemed interested because he has promised you, if my notes are correct here, it was 100 gold pieces each and 10 times that once you find out what happened to his friend. Is that correct?
He was going to pay us up front, as in good faith.
He
He
was
gave
going to
us
pay
all the
you.
100 gold.
He was going to pay you the 100 now. Yeah.
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 So
Um,
if you have not, please add the 100 gold to your character sheets.
I was going to say, I mean, when he hands it to me, I want to like dump it out on like one of the tables, and I want to be like a poker stars with it, like how they're flipping the chips and stuff like that.
Okay.
Making sure it's all there.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Okay. Oh, that's if that's dexterous, I'm spooked.
Yeah, it is, unfortunately for you.
Dexterous check. Sleight of hand. Oh, it's a +6. We're in there. Like swimwear.
You're
It's
that
a solid.
dexterous? Oh, you must have proficiency in sleight of
It's a solid 11. You know, I probably can't count, but that's all right.
hand. So you are a fan of money and things that are coin shaped, having done a bit of gambling in your day, and also coming from the unique background that you have. Money has been in your You've been around money a lot. So you've picked up a few coin tricks and a few minor solo juggling hand techniques. It's clumsy, but you don't drop it. It's impressive to someone who is not better at it than you.
Oh,
Um,
geez, that's real cool. Where could you teach me how to do that?
100 gold pieces, and I'll teach you.
Oh boy, I'm gonna. Can I think about it?
Nope. This is a one-time offer.
Oh, jeez, I'm gonna have to decline. I think.
How about I arm wrestle you for it? If you beat me, I'll teach you for free.
Oh, I'll never beat you. Look at you. You're like a mountain.
I mean, you're taller than me.
Oh yeah, well, most of my muscles in my brains and in my calves. I have real strong calves. Can you eat calf wrestle?
Ooh, like lay on the ground, stick our legs together, and wrestle. First one to knock each other over wins.
Well, muscly fights aren't really my thing. How
Well,
about like a game of chess or something?
I'll play you in a game of chess.
Alrighty.
are you like attempting to play dragon chess?
Maybe.
Okay. Are either of you proficient in dragon chess?
Does he even own it?
So I always got a spare copy on me. Don't worry.
I don't believe so. I do have bagpipes though.
I have a set of playing cards. I mean, that's all I have. I mean, I know it's not chess, but I'm not proficient at dragon chess.
Okay. So what is the game that you are playing?
I'm sure we could ask the
Oh.
barkeep. He probably has a spare thing of dragon chess.
Yeah, does the barkeep have a spare set? You know, one he'll rent out to us.
I don't know. You have to ask him.
Well, you know, we got all this gold. We could just go and buy ourselves a game board there. Maybe we want to play more than once.
All right. I mean, I'll let you buy it. You know, since you're inviting me, it's the
Oh,
only right thing to do.
I appreciate that. I wouldn't want to be a freeloader or nothing.
I wouldn't mind looking at the market. We could stop by and see if anybody has any clues on our missing friend here too.
The only clue that you were given was a general direction in the dock ward and the name of a bar. That was the last place that he was seen. I'm not sure which one of you took notes, but the bar was called the Skewered Dragon.
Yes, got that.
Notes.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Can't
left.
find
He
him.
left early. It's a gambling bar. He left early, and he didn't find him the next day. Look, guys, I'm a note taker.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that guy taking notes. I'm proud of you.
Last seen it's Squard Dragon.
Scored.
That's what I
So
typed.
I mean, there is a general store. There's probably a general store every few blocks or so. This is, like I said, this is a massive settlement. So if you're looking for general supplies, you would be able to find a general store relatively easy.
Okay. Would we want to probably maybe? I mean, just throwing this out to the group, not trying to meta game here. Let's try to find like a market or something that's near that bar area.
Yeah, if there is one.
They might have seen something.
You think
Yeah.
a bar? I'll go to a bar all day.
That speech is gonna hurt my ears.
So Volo kind of looks at your group figuring out a general plan, and as he's paying everyone their money, he has a slightly discerning look on his face of it's not really concern, but maybe slight worry. But he looks a little hopeful now that you have all agreed to take on his task.
Now, does he know that we're not like all together, or does he just know we're just got thrown together here? Yeah, that we're just.
He honestly has no idea. He knows that you guys all stood up and fought the troll. You guys all looked really impressive and seemed like you worked well together. And he was just tossing out a business proposal. So I don't know that he cares if you are together, if you are a cohesive unit. I don't think he cares about that.
How much money was he handing out?
100 gold.
Oh, sweet God. Yes, gambling money.
Gambling money.
Okay. So you're able to find a I would say like a general map of the city. It has the different wards listed on it. So someone please mark on their map that you have or on your character sheet that you have a map. In fact, if you all want one, you're all able to have one. This may or may not be relevant later because you're going to be exploring the city quite a bit.
Heading in.
I mean, I don't find any use for the map. I'd probably leave it to our dark elf friend. Well, their dark elf friend. I don't really know you too well. You're going to be our Dora the Explorer.
All right, sounds good. I'll be the backpack.
I like it.
I was more envisioning Nigel Thornberry smashing.
Do we get any?
I just want to be the troll.
Are we doing what?
No crayons with this picture?
It looks like it's already colored in there.
It's bullshit.
think we should head to the market over that way and look into some chests, maybe some potions, and we could do a little research while we're there. What do you say there, gang?
Sounds like a plan to me.
Okay. So, according to your map, you have a general direction of where you're heading. Once you leave the yawning portal, it is maybe slightly past dinner time. The sun is getting ready to set for the evening. The stars are out, although with this many people, this many buildings, it's a large metropolis. There are buildings stacked on buildings, busy cobble streets even at this time of night. Horses, merchants yelling. You hear all kinds of shouting of excitement. You see and hear entertainers on the corner, playing various different types of instruments, or jugglers, sword swallowers, flame jugglers, all manner of thing. Everyone has a hustle. Everyone's trying to make a living. So,
oh boy, I could eat. Is there any I guess I mean, you say everybody has this hustle. Is there any markets, anything where I could grab quick bite, like an apple or something like that, fish?
Yeah, there are all kinds of markets. In fact, you're almost in what seems to be a market district. There are produce vendors and meat vendors and little guys with carts selling everything from spiced rum to candied apples. Is there a particular type of food that you are looking for?
So I actually eat food. Doesn't matter where it comes, if it's cooked or not.
Surprising.
Cooked or not, I'm a super carnivore. I don't give a shit if it's raw or fully cooked. I'll just eat it.
He has special stomach.
You said candy apples?
Yep.
Oh, geez, I'm gonna have to try that.
Okay. So you approach. It looks like I don't know. It looks like a little cart, a couple wheels. It's set up. There's a a striped little awning above it. You see a little gnome hanging out on top of several stacked boxes, just so he can make eye level with many of the passerbys. He's actually got several people at his cart. He sells various different types of candied goods, but it seems to be the most popular item by far is candied apples. And you see a few people leaving with these apples that look like the size of, I don't know, well, almost grapefruits on sticks, covered in sticky brown caramel, and some kind of chopped nuts all over them. So, what do you do?
Holy pixie breath, I have never seen an apple that big. Hello, sir, may I have one of those fantastic looking apples?
Oh, yes. Just one? What about all of your people?
You guys want some candied apples?
I'll try one.
I hit him in the shoulder. I'm like, yeah, I'll try one.
Sounds like we're gonna have 3 of the candied apples, please.
Okay, three of the candied apples. Buy one get one. Be 3 silver pieces, please.
Alrighty, there you go, there, friend. I appreciate you.
And you have a blessed day.
Are these on wooden skewers or?
These are like big wooden sticks. When I say that these things are big, they're like the size of grapefruits almost.
Oh shit! So there's not just taking one whole bite out of it, stick and all.
It would be difficult. Yes.
That's a Constitution throw.
Acrobatics check.
That's what would that be for opening up your mouth that big without dislocating your jaw? I don't know. Sleight of
Just
hand.
Maybe a survival check.
Maybe a survival check. Accurate.
So I'm gonna have Cratch is just gonna go ravenous on it, like he's never eaten a piece of fruit before. And once having something that's a sweet piece of fruit, he just bites everything, even eats the stick and all.
Oh boy, I didn't know that sticks were edible too. This is fantastic.
And then with sticks,
I'm surrounded by a bunch of idiots.
Apparently they were eating sticks, so
everybody we need fiber in our diet.
I'm gonna eat mine like nice and slow, like in the how many licks could it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop commercials?
Oh my
just
God,
just
yes.
licking, a little bite, taking it nice and easy. Just big ass dumb smile. You see some like missing teeth, and Gus is happy as shit.
I love it. Okay. So you guys,
The best day.
you guys enjoy your sticky caramel treat. The apples are definitely some kind of homegrown hybrid apple. Almost seems like several different species of apples maybe went into it. One bite at first is very sweet and dry, and the next bite has just the slightest hint of tart, and almost salty. It's a really, really wonderful combination. You're not sure exactly what color the apples are, but these might rank up there as some of the best apples that you've ever had in your lives.
Or the only apple you've ever had in your life.
That also may be accurate, as if it was your only apple, it would thus be the best apple that you've ever had. So, with that, you guys are seeing the sights, hearing the sounds, smelling the food, and Abraham, you were looking for more of a meat substance?
Yeah, I mean anything raw, cow.
You just want it raw?
I mean, it doesn't have to be cooked. I mean, like fish, anything, like anything meat substance. Like, I don't want my vegetables. I don't want. Nah, I'm just straight.
No kebab. Just give me the
Give me
ox
the
leg.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. So you kind of round a corner.
Yeah.
Following Lictus' instructions on how to, get to the dock ward, and this aroma hits you. It hits everyone within a second or two of turning the corner, of charred, almost barbecued styled meat. It's almost instantaneous, like mouth watering to you. You're not sure if it's some kind of poultry or venison or beef. You're not sure, but you kind of have this like whole cartoon moment of like you're being lifted off the ground and drugged by your nose and just floating along.
Now you see, boys, that's a meal. And I'll walk up to the market person, kind of slap my coin on the table. I don't care how much it costs. And I slap 2 gold pieces. Get me whatever that will.
And the dwarf behind the little stall, you can see he's currently smoking something. He's cooking something on a fire in the back, and he has several hooks laden with various types of meat. Some of them are dried. Most of them seem relatively fresh. It almost seems sort of like it's a made to order kind of thing. If you want to wait for the cooking, because every now and then you see someone come over to the side counter where his wife will ask him for a number, and then they'll give it to her, and then they just leave with food. So you see this little gray-haired dwarf, kind of looking up at you and. I mean, what is it exactly that you want? That's 2 gold. You can buy a lot of stuff here for 2 gold.
I want your finest.
The finest. Okay, well, I can tell a man who knows a good grade of meat when I see one. You you look like the gladiator type, am I right? You have that look. I've seen that style before.
I kind of, what I normally do, when I'm trying to impress the ladies, spit into my hand, kind of give my hair the slick back. Make sure you apply the Iron Mask discount.
Iron Mask discount. Ha! All right, 2 gold. Yeah, that's way more than enough. Are you sure that's what you want to pay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to wait though. I want it now.
And he kind of looks at you and rubs his beard. I have a thing. I have a thing just for you. And he goes back into this little back room. He comes back maybe 30, 45 seconds later. And he comes out with what looks like almost like this brontosaurus type rack of ribs, right? It's huge. He's like, well, that was going to be my dinner. But for 2 gold, I'm going to give you what I was going to eat tonight.
Is it like straight up Flintstones, Fred Flintstone rack of ribs?
It is like straight up Fred Flintstone rack of ribs, guys. You're not sure what animal this was, but it was whatever it was big.
You spit in this?
No, I didn't spit in it. I'm insulted that you would say so.
I would say I pick up the plate and have the smart guy Gus try to smell it, see if it smells of anything poisonous.
Make a nature check.
Can I also make a check to see if when he spit in his hand, if there's a loogie in there he put through his hair?
Also make a perception check.
All right, I'm going to use Tides of Chaos for advantage on the perception check. That's 13 perception.
Nice. Okay. You see a little bit of like that. Like I wouldn't say it's quite loogie, but you know when your spit is kind of not just clear because you haven't had anything to drink in a while. It's kind of you see like some white in his hair, definitely where he might be a little dehydrated, so it's not quite a loogie, but it's kind of gross.
And then what was the other check?
Nature check.
Nature.
Not a lot of nature.
5.
To you, it smells.
This
normal.
smells like candied apples, so I think it's good.
Everything to you, it smells great.
Well,
this could
smart
be a rotten,
guy says it's going to be good.
This could be a rotten piece of meat, and you wouldn't know any different.
Well, I'm going to listen to the smart guy on this one, and I'll just start like literally chowing down, like giving myself no room to almost breathe.
Can I like come up to Abraham while he's chomping down on this piece of meat and just like look at him while he's eating, juice coming down his face, and be like, "And then is that good?"
I growl at him.
So, oh, that's good. Have you ever had duck meat?
I've had it raw.
No, I bet you have.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, I love it.
Is that supposed to be a joke?
It was supposed to, but Crash can't hold it in because he's fucking pathetic and just walks away.
I go back to chowing down.
I'm just sitting over here shaking my head.
I imagine when he started growling, Abraham, he was like Tim from Home Improvement, just rah, rah, rah.
Nah, I'm just thinking straight up Walking Dead.
Too.
Okay, so
So
with
we just gonna sit around here and watch him eat his meat all day.
he gets it to a manageable walking around amount.
It's like the roasted turkey leg at the fair.
The way that he eats this thing, he looks like a professional meat eater. I don't mean that in a weird way. I mean, like, it looks like that's what he does. He looks like one of those, like, people that eat for a living. That's their job. Like people in the military, how they eat super fast.
Oh yeah.
It's not. There's no messing around. There's no talking. It's just get to business. I only have a couple of minutes to eat this, and they don't mess around.
I look at him and go, "Do you like the bone too? You like swallowing the bone?"
If it gets in the way.
And I just start laughing, and snot comes out of my nose, and I just walk away again, thinking my own jokes are funny and shit.
I start to get a little frustrated. I don't like him laughing at me. I won't do anything. I just get frustrated.
You
Kinda,
just get frustrated.
Little snarl.
Okay, that's fair.
So I'm gonna look for a like a game shop or something, like toys and games, to see if I can find this chess.
I'm gonna make a roll over here. Yeah. We'll say that there is a shop that seems to catch your eye. There's a little wooden sign hanging off of the tiniest little shop. It almost doesn't even look. It looks more like a closet than a shop from the angle that it's at. It's just it's positioned in a weird spot at the angle of this at this other building. It almost looks like it was an add-on or an afterthought after they already constructed the main strip of the building. There is a like a little wooden sailboat that's in the shape of their sign outside, and inside or on the sign it says sorry, I got a text. The sign itself actually says bots toys.
Bots toys.
Bots toys.
All right, I'm going in.
Okay.
Follow.
So you are you wander into the shop. The first thing that you notice, it's absolutely cluttered. It's floor to ceiling. The room itself it's like almost prison cell size. It's like an 8x10, it feels like. There's not really a counter per se, more like just a little small desk and a human male, probably in his 80s. Looks like he's carving something from wood. He's got a little pile of wood chips around him, and he's just kind of minding his own business, like he doesn't even really pay any attention to you coming in, and he is just completely absorbed in this project.
Oh, hey there, feller. How you doing?
Hey! Oh my gosh! How long have you been there?
Just walked in. How long have you been here?
Well, I moved here in 492. Oh, you didn't mean that. All day. Yeah, from probably 7 in the morning until now.
Oh man, what a day. Hey, well, I saw your sign and looks like a smashing little shop you have here. Do you have any chess games?
Yeah. Are you looking for standard chess or a dragon chess?
Now I've never played either. Could you explain to me the differences?
Well, I believe dragon chess is a much more complicated game. It's multi-tiered and bigger board, more pieces.
Now I may be on the road here a little bit, going from place to place. Is it easy to pack up and carry along with me in my backpack here?
Oh yeah, it'll fit into a small box. Well, I wouldn't say small, but a backpack size box.
I see what you did there. Alrighty, I'll take the dragon's thing then.
Dragon chest set it is. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I don't think so.
Yeah, excuse
That's
me. What does this box that says D&D First Edition mean?
That is a relic from another time.
Oh, interesting. Just curious.
Okay. Did you notice the really lovely red color?
I did.
Yeah. That's real red. They don't make it like that anymore.
Shopkeep.
Oh my god, you're the biggest guy I've ever seen in my life.
I know. Iron Mask. I'll sign something later.
Your
I ask
name
you a
is
question?
Iron Mask.
It's Abraham the Iron Mask von Brunt.
Your name is an object.
I clutch my hands a little bit, trying to hold back some anger. Is the oh god, I forgot the name of it.
I got him razzled, guys.
I'm gonna be like, just like he forgot your name.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna bother me. Okay, there he is. I found it.
What's
I found
that?
it.
What's that?
The-
Iron helmet?
Uh,
I ain't got all day. What do you want?
Can you tell me anything about the skewered dragon in the dock?
Skewered dragon. You folks look like a better upstanding group of people. You don't want to go to a dive like that. It's mainly sailors and lowlives hang out in there. Not that all sailors are lowlives. I've known a few sailors, and some of them have been pretty good folks.
Well, I heard it's a nice gambling town.
Well, it's. I mean, this is all one town, lad. But it's. They do a bit of gambling there. Yes.
Is it high stakes?
I think that it can be. I'm not much of a gambler myself.
Well, any warning you can give us before going there, or have you heard of disappearances in that area?
You're not from around here, are you?
I mean, I travel all around the lands. I mean, I'm kind of well known.
Listen, I've lived in or near Waterdeep most of my life, but there's a lot of weird things going on these days. It's almost like tensions are higher, especially in the low life parts of the city. They have a saying around these parts, which, I'm old, so I may mess it up. But I believe that the saying goes, and he kind of seems like he zones off for a second, almost like he forgot where he is.
Hello?
Ratch is snoring in the background.
It has to do with keeping it off the streets, okay? I believe it is keep the blood off the streets. You always hear about the City Watch saying that. And for the most part, that's true. When people have their differences, they take it out of town, or they use legal people to handle the problems. We don't have a lot of unauthorized just murders running through the city. That doesn't happen. It's pretty well policed and pretty well monitored. Well, at least it had been. lately, I don't know. People turn up dead. It's something that the folks of the city ain't used to seeing. So that's why I say, strangers, you should really be careful out there, and that's ever pretty rough into town. I mean, you're gigantic. I'm sure you can probably take care of yourself, but someone like me, I don't.
Well, I respect your opinion about me.
Oh, you're huge. No doubt about it.
Why, thank you. I wish my group here would start to recognize me, but it's all good.
I see you right there, feller. And just so you know, I think I'm a little bit taller than you.
And after your head, it's really big.
Does he have like a, in my eyes, would be like a cheap object that I could easily break?
Everything in his establishment looks handmade
Okay.
and intricate.
Does he have any like plush dolls? Like Beanie Baby type thing?
Not here, no. All of this looks like wood-carved toys.
Okay. I was gonna say I was gonna pick up a Beanie Baby and like rip it in half, but I'll just try to hold my anger. But my patience is growing thin.
So how much for that dragon chest?
So he lifts open the wooden box that it contains the board and the pieces, and you see that every single piece has been meticulously carved by hand and sanded and resanded. The pieces are smooth. There is like a felt-like substance on the bottom of the pieces to keep them from sliding all over the board, but also they add a little bit of weight to the pieces so they don't tip over easy. You're not sure exactly how that was achieved, but maybe through metal or something in the bottom of them. You don't know anything really about the game. You've never played, but in your opinion, this is the craftsmanship alone is just beautiful on the board and the pieces. That'll be 1 gold piece. This is a lot of hours in this.
Oh yeah, I understand. It looks beautiful. I love it. Okay, here you go there, feller. Now, is there like instruction manual in there? Cause like I said, I've never played before.
There is a parchment in the box that gives the general rules of the game. Yes.
Oh jeez, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
You're a big fella too, Sonny. I think that if you guys are going down there, just be on your toes, okay?
I every time I walk, I'm walking with my toes. So thank you.
All right. So we see. Can we look if there's any potions, any potion stores or anything?
Make an investigation check because you are kind of. It is getting dark. You're not familiar with the area. You are trying to make your way towards
The dragon.
Yeah.
The Cooper get dragon.
Look at that. Dragon chest set is in my inventory now.
Yes.
Boom. What up?
And I gave you the player's handbook price for it.
Hell yeah.
12 on the investigation. You don't see a shop that specializes in that particular type of thing.
Okay. Well,
so you're not having any luck looking for your magic shop, huh?
no, not really.
I wonder if I could help. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic and just start walking around.
Is Detect Magic a leveled spell?
It sure is.
First, yeah.
But it's my Furbog ability that allows me to do it.
Okay.
Either way, I cast it, and it lasts for 10 minutes, 30-foot range. So I'm just gonna kind of walk around and see what lights up.
So, because you are in an area where the sun is going down, but there are a lot of lanterns and lights from buildings, so it's not like you were in the complete darkness. As you cast Detect Magic, you see lots of radiating blue glows on many objects. People are carrying all types of magical things, which it's too much information to process. Maybe it's a hat, maybe it's a cloak. You do see there are stores that have front windows with magical items glowing out of them. There is lots of magic in the city. A lot of the lanterns are lit by magical lights. It's a lot of information to process.
Could I make like maybe a Constitution saving throw to see if I can narrow it in and like tunnel vision myself to look for magic shop?
I would say make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. All right. That is a 7.
There's just a lot. You've never been in a place with that much magic together, other than the Fae.
I'm gonna drop it then.
Okay.
Oh, that's too much. There's magic stuff everywhere.
Yeah, not all of it is necessarily potent and powerful, but there's magic everywhere.
Oh well. We should probably stop wasting time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, after a
let's
while,
head to
we are-
this prancing pony or whatever.
The prancing pony. Shut up.
Scored, dragon.
I'm looking for a man named Gandalf. He said he'd be here. Okay.
I love Lord of the Rings. So good.
So do I. I think most of us playing and or watching this are probably at least somewhat fans. So you reach the dock ward area, going at a pretty good pace. It's probably around 9, maybe 10 o'clock at night now.
Are we there yet?
You're following the directions on the map, and as you turn a corner, you find yourselves on a street that has been cordoned off by the city watch. Lying on the cobblestones are a half dozen corpses, seemingly the victims of some terrible skirmish. Watch officers have disarmed and arrested 3 blood-drenched humans and are in the midst of questioning witnesses in the area. One of the officers sees you. As you kind of pass by, your group passes by. "Get on," she says. "There's nothing to see here."
I think dead body.
I see dead body.
"I see dead people."
I think dead people everywhere, and I didn't make them.
So are you continuing or?
No, I want to sit there and stare a little bit.
Okay. Is everyone else staring, or are they continuing on their way and leaving Cratch?
I think I'm gonna keep walking probably.
Okay. Cratch.
Yes.
Make a perception check.
I can only imagine it's gonna be great.
There's one thing I see about Crotch, it's perception.
You know, with
I'm probably gonna stick behind. It's also make a perception check.
with all the snot and candied apple in his beard, that's the only thing he sees. Oh shit! Oh damn!
11.
Here we,
Darkness.
I got.
perception.
Oh shit! I got an 18.
Yeah, more than I did.
Okay. Yes, the music changed.
Oh.
You notice that the dead bodies on the ground, a few of them bear a similar resemblance in their apparel and armor as some people who got in the fight with the half-orc in the yawning portal, almost as if they are some sort of collective unit.
Interesting.
It's dark leather. They look very... the armor looks like it's meant for concealment and not necessarily for frontline battling. On the ground, you notice that some of the victims wear similar garb to Yagra, the half-orc you helped in the yawning portal. And some of them look to be deceased members of this other group.
Dead.
Yeah, dead.
I'm gonna turn to Lictus and be like, and I'm gonna be serious. I'm gonna be like, does this look like a gang fight?
So perhaps.
But I
Maybe
say it in a
something-
whisper. And I don't want to say it out loud where the
watch.
constables or anybody could hear
watchmen,
us. But
yeah.
I kind of whisper over my shoulder like, I'm taking this in, and I look over at Lictus and I'm like, yeah. Do you think this might be like a gang warfare that we might have stepped into earlier?
I don't know. Something about this just tells me it's a bit bigger than that, especially with all the disappearances that supposedly have been going on.
I'll start stretching, like cracking my neck and my knuckles, just in case anything's still waiting in the wind.
I kind of slap Lictus on the thigh like we should back up and make ourselves scarce a little bit.
Can I do another perception check and just check our surroundings, see if there's anything outstanding?
Yes. Go ahead and make another perception check.
Okay.
Jesus, you're great at those.
Okay. With the 11 on the first roll, it doesn't seem like anything out of the ordinary. I mean, obviously there are people all kind of in the area watching, but they're more interested in the bodies than they are at your particular group of people.
Yeah.
So you don't notice offhand anyone looking. One
Okay.
bit of information that you do recall, though, is that the people being arrested, now that you are kind of giving them a second glance, their garb bears more resemblance to Yagra's garb than to the people that started the fight with her.
Okay.
The victims on the ground seem to be more akin to the ones that started the fight in the bar. So are you continuing on?
So we don't really have much else to do. The guards probably won't tell us much. Unless we
I really
use
don't
and
think we
ask.
need to make.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to make ourselves more out there than we already are. Just
Yeah.
we can just pretend we're just nosy and just move on.
Onlookers, yeah. We got the
Yeah.
information I think we need for now.
Okay.
See, there's
So-
something more going on in the city than we think.
Your party, because all of this happened in the span of just a few seconds.
Yeah.
They're not much further ahead. You notice that Abraham seems a little bit on edge.
Yeah.
Like he's preparing.
He's always on edge.
From what you guys know of him, yeah, this is probably not uncommon for him. He's almost always ready to punch somebody in the face, just in case.
Just in case.
So he it looks like he's prepped and he's kind of looking around his surroundings, to make sure that no one kind of sneaks up on you all. So you travel a little bit further, not much further from the scene of this bloody incursion, and there are tall, densely packed tenements leave most of the neighborhood in shadow at ground level. Most of the street lamps in this particular end of town have had their glass smashed and their candles stolen or their magic lights extinguished. And the smells of salt air and excrement linger as you pass by rows of rundown buildings.
Interesting. I can see pretty well, but assuming everybody else can't.
Following the general directions that Volo gave you, on the corner of one of the streets near where you're headed is a shop that does stand out. I mean, and it stands out like a sore thumb. Mostly because of its unique design, but also because it looks like out of all the buildings here, it's one of the best maintained. And it's definitely a shop. So this is the description I'm going to give to you. One shop stands out from all of the others in the area. It has a deep purple facade, and in its window hangs a stuffed beholder. Above the door hangs a sign whose elaborate letters spell out Old Zablob Shop. For anyone who does not know what a familiar, does anyone here not know what a familiar is? Or I'm sorry, a beholder.
Nope. Good.
Okay.
Needful things.
That looks pretty interesting. Think we have time to stop by?
Never seen a real beholder before. Holy smokes.
That's not a real beholder, my friend.
Well, it sure looks real.
Well, let's just hope there's not a real one inside.
Or maybe, I mean, you think they like sign autographs or something?
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
All right.
I'm just gonna sit outside the shop while they go in.
Okay, so who is going in to the shop?
Me?
Gus is.
Okay. That it?
Guess so.
Okay.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'll kind of stand outside and keep guard.
Okay.
Like I said, that whole scene that we just witnessed isn't sitting right with me.
So
So
unsettling. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out a set of dice and just kind of like whisper to Abraham, like, "Oh, let's play like we're playing dice, to not like we're just standing guard, just like we're just sitting here playing a game, just so we don't."
Look out of the normal, out of ordinary.
Yes.
That's fair. I'm sure there's a lot of street gamblers. so-
yeah, I mean, I'll pull out some cards and you'll pull out some dice, and we'll literally make up a game as we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to make it look at nonchalant instead of just standing out the front door.
Make a performance check. You know what? No, better yet, make a deception check. Each of you.
Oh God. Oh shit.
Yeah, we'll call it a deception check.
Oh God. So if you get a nat 1 and have a -1 deception,
So that just happened?
yes.
Rolled a 0.
Nice.
I got a 16.
Okay. We will deal with
Fuck are
that.
you doing?
We will deal with that roll in a second.
Oh no. That's
I'm
so
excited.
on-putting. That's so accurate for character too.
How
It
great
is, because
that?
Cratch is a horrible gambler anyway, so that's
You know, it keeps the suspense up, right? You know, like, because
Yeah.
now we're gonna go to Gus and Lictus.
Yep.
You open up the purple door of this purple building, and inside you see a cloud of lavender scented purple smoke trailing out of the shop's door as you peer inside. Every wall is painted purple, and every dusty knickknack on the shelves is dyed a deep purple.
Interesting.
There's a hairless old gnome sitting cross-legged in the corner wearing plum-colored robes. His cheeks are decorated with 9 purple face-painted eyes. The gnome lowers a pipe and exhales a cloud of lavender smoke before raising a hand. Hail and well met. Come, browse the shelves of the most curious curiosity shop in the world.
Oh, hi there, feller. I don't know if you know this about me, but my 4th favorite color is purple.
What are your first 3 favorite colors?
Green, magenta, and fuchsia.
You're a strange fella. I think I like you. Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Is
That's
there
why I
something?
keep it around.
Is there something particular that you are looking for?
Yeah, does your beholder sign autographs?
No, he's dead.
How did you do that to him? Not kill him, but like stuff him.
I didn't. I didn't kill him.
That is just fascinating.
Well, that's where the name of the store comes from. That beholder there is Zoblob.
Zoblob.
What's a
Yeah.
Zoblob?
That's the name of that beholder there on the wall. Well,
Where did
that was his name.
Where did he come from?
Well, now I'm Zoblob.
Oh.
I guess it was really confusing. People would come in and say, "Why is the store called Old Zoblobs? Are you Old Zoblob?" And then I have to tell them the whole story about how the beholder's name was Zoblob, and my name is George. And they said, "Well, why don't you call it Old George's shop?" And I said, "Well, that doesn't sound mysterious and curious enough."
Well, I think it's a little more confusing now because it makes it seem like you're his son.
Are you his son?
Are you his son?
I don't think so. You know, I bought
Are
this shop from,
his son?
no, from the previous owner.
Was the beholder already there?
The shop was called Old Zoblob Shop.
Oh,
I wanted
okay.
to name it Old George's Shop, but then I didn't get any customers, so I changed it back.
So what kind of merchandise do you have here at Old Zoblob George's?
Oh, I sell trinkets. All kinds of various trinkets.
Are your trinkets for mostly show, or do they do stuff? Like,
Some of each.
show us some of your most interesting items. That would be awesome.
Roll each of you who are wanting to potentially buy a trinket, roll a D100.
Oh, my
Oh
specialty.
my. D100.
26.
Oh no. Oh no. I may roll 4 an accident. Oh, that's a lot more than 4.
What the fuck is?
I kept hitting that. Okay, let me try that again.
Yeah, try again.
There we go.
83. Okay, 83 and 26. Okay.
Roll a D500.
So,
Yeah, really.
looking at the little gnome kind of looks Gus up and down at first, and almost like he's trying to figure out your personality and something that you would think is cool. Well, I have just the thing for you. And he reaches underneath the counter and he pulls out this little velvet purple bag. And inside the bag are 47 humanoid teeth, one of which is rotten. And I say humanoid, but all of the teeth are purple. Now this right here, this is a bag. It contains some special teeth. The teeth of a great magician.
Was his trick to make his teeth disappear or something?
Well, I mean, legend has it that he cast a spell one time and it made his teeth all fall out as like some kind of a side effect, and it turned them purple like that.
Oh boy!
I had to wait for him to die, to buy these from him at an auction, because as you can see, I have a thing for weird purple things.
Well, I cast spells. How would I know if my teeth are gonna fall out and turn purple? Is there like a warning on the spell if you learn a new one?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
No, I don't think so.
Oh no.
As far as magical properties of this item, it's just a really unique item. It's supposed to bring good luck.
I like good luck. How much are we talking here?
This particular item will cost Because of its rare nature. 2 gold.
2 gold.
Yep, 2
Oh,
gold.
jeez. Well, if you think this piece speaks to me, I'll buy it for the 2 gold.
Well, are you looking for something that is more magical in nature?
Perhaps. You know, like I said, I'm a magical, kind of person. Not just my personality.
How much money are would you say that you have?
Me, I have 204 gold and 7 silver personally. It would have been 205, but yeah, I bought a candied apple. If you haven't had those, they're delightful. And then I bought some dragon's chest pieces, so I'm really on a shopping spree today.
I may have the thing for you, at least to get you curious. And he reaches into his bag and pulls out another item from a different purple bag. And he reveals it looks like a vial. The glass of the vial is purple hue in nature, but it's translucent so you can see through it. It's got filaments around it, almost like a beaker, you know. So it almost looks like a claw or something. It's kind of like grasping the bottom of this thing. It's got a small silver chain so that you could affix it to perhaps your wrist or a belt. Yes, I think that this is right up your alley. You say you're magical, and I got that from you. I'm usually pretty good at sizing people up. You were born with your powers, yes?
Oh yeah, well I think so. They just kind of started happening. Oh, who knows? Sometimes they go a little off the fritz, if you know what I mean.
So this item here, if you put some of your blood into this vial and you spend some time hanging out with it, it makes your spellcasting ability better.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
But it only works for spellcasters who are of a natural magical ability. It won't work for wizards.
I think that's right up my alley. Yeah. How much currency are we talking here?
This is not just a normal item, you know. This is a pretty rare find.
Oh, your last pretty rare item was 2 gold, so I'm thinking it's probably 5, 6 golds.
1,000 gold.
I could give you 1,000 silver.
That's not exactly the same thing.
Well, I told you all the money I have, so I don't know why you'd try and sell me something I don't have the money for. But I appreciate it.
I tell you what, I'm gonna hang on to this for you. And if you come across 1,000 gold, maybe you come back and see me.
That's a deal, George. At George's shop.
I'm going to tell you what the item is. The item is a Bloodwell vial, if you want to look it up. Before you get really excited and go, I don't know if I want to spend 1,000 gold on this or save up to get it. You have to attune to this item. It is a sorcerer-only item. You have to place a few drops of your blood into the vial. The vial can't be opened while your attunement to it lasts. If your attunement to the vial ends, the contained blood turns to ash. You can use the vial as a spellcasting focus for your spells while wearing or holding it, and you gain a bonus to spell attack rolls and to saving DCs of your sorcerer spells, depending on the plus variety of it.
You said
And
it's very rare.
I said it was rare. This is a +2.
Nice.
This would be a +2 Bloodwell vial.
That's badass.
In addition, when you roll any hit dice to recover hit points while you're carrying the vial, you can regain 5 sorcery points.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The property of this vial, that property with gaining the sorcery points can't be used again until the next dawn. So yes, basically it would give you an additional +2 to all your spell attacks and your DCs. And
That's awesome.
That's why it costs so much.
What if I give you a 204 gold and 7 silver now? I speak your good word, and then I come back and pay you the other gold. That's a furbog promise.
I haven't had a lot of dealings with furbolgs, but I tell you, I will hold it for you. You seem very interested in it. You seem like a good lad. I promise not to sell it to anyone else.
Agreed.
Okay. Well, when you come up with that 1,000 gold, you come and see me. Now, as for your friend over here, you rolled an 87. 86.
83.
83. Okay. Looking at my table. Okay. He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out this like small little tiny, it almost looks like a jewelry box. And he kind of fumbles through some of the things. He can tell by your tone and the way that you dress that he's guessing that you're some kind of a wizard. He pulls out a ring. It's some type of a gold ring, but it's etched with purple insignia. It kind of glows a little bit.
Okay.
This ring is pretty good for wizards. Well, it's good for most spellcasting types, but you seem like you might be able to come up with some pretty good uses for it.
I'm interested.
500 gold.
Tell me a little more about it.
No, this is you're able to cast a spell and store it into this ring, and anyone who holds the ring can cast that spell whenever they want. It's like spell storage.
That's dope.
So he is offering you a ring of spell storing for 500 gold.
I've heard of these before. Is there like a certain level or something, a spell that fits in this bad boy?
Let's get you the actual stats. Well, it would help if I could type. Okay. This ring stores spells that you cast into it, holding them until the attuned wearer uses them. The ring can store up to 5 levels worth of spells at a time. When found, it will contain, it's going to be a random number, levels of spells stored by that are chosen by me. Any creature can cast a spell of 1st through 5th level into the ring by touching the ring as the spell is cast. The spell has no effect other than to store spells in the ring. If the ring can't hold the spell will just be expended without an effect. The level of the slot used to cast the spell determines how much space it uses. While wearing this ring, you can cast any spell stored in it. The spell uses the spell slot, the spell DC, the spell attack bonus, and the spell casting ability of the original person who cast the spell, not the person who currently cast the spell. But it is otherwise treated as if you cast the spell. The spell cast from this ring is no longer stored, freeing up space. So I will tell you that it will hold... 4 additional levels worth of spells at a time.
Okay.
Basically, has 4 spell slots. Does that make sense?
Okay. Inside the ring, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I've heard of such a ring before in my days of study. I don't know about that price though. How about we bring it down?
That's a pretty fair price. What were you thinking?
I was thinking about 300 gold pieces.
Ooh, I don't know. 300. Do you have anything else to trade? I mean, this is a pretty... I wouldn't say it's a unique item, but it's a pretty rare item.
Let's see. I have poisoner kit. I've got from somewhere in the past. I'm having not much use of it at the moment. It is purple, by the way, in case you're wondering.
Is it rare?
It's up there, but I'm sure you could get it somewhere.
Well,
Sure not.
This is not really a high moving item in this end of town. You know, we don't get a lot of casters. Tell you what, I'm feeling generous because I pretty much have a done sale on this other thing. Once your friend gets his money.
Oh, so he gets a discount.
350 gold.
I'll have to say. I'll take a deal on it.
All right. If you have 350 gold, please deduct 350 gold from your character sheet.
I have 400. So
And,
now I have 50.
But for that price, you have to tell everybody where you got it and how great my merchandise is.
Did
You
we
got
ever
it, sir.
Did we ever actually get any gold from the Strahd campaign?
I don't think you guys did.
I think you just told us to add 100 gold
Yeah.
to whatever we previously had.
Yep.
No, it was 300.
Okay.
Oh yes,
yeah.
yes, it was 300. Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I
So,
had 100
but it
gold
was
originally.
anybody that wasn't a part of the Strahd campaign. Now, I mean, I will say I probably didn't give people a lot of money, just because it wasn't necessary. You guys got like money from the Burgomaster, but yeah. So
I wouldn't have gotten anything. So
I was gonna say, I mean, total on my barbarian right now is 400 gold.
yeah, so that sounds about accurate.
Yeah, you should have close to around that much wealth if you made it through the other campaign.
Okay, so since I only have 200, should I add 200 more?
Yeah, everyone should. So
Okay.
if you were in that game, you should have about 400, roughly about 400 gold.
Oh,
Okay. All right. Well, son, I'll see you again soon. I'll be hanging onto this vial for you.
thank you very much, George.
Hey, yeah, and while we're here, do you know anything about all these crazy killings that are going on, missing people at this? What was that bar's name again?
The Skewered Dragon.
The Skewered Dragon.
The Skewered Dragon is right across the way over there.
Yeah,
He kind of points out his front window and he points to a shady-looking establishment near, almost directly across the street.
Do you know what's been going on? You being right across the street here, you ever see any shady things? We heard someone was person napped.
You say someone's missing. Do you have a description of the guy?
Honestly, no.
Not
'Cause
too much about him. I
it
do have a
didn't-
name though. Have you ever heard of one Floon? I think it was Blagmar.
No, I can't say I have. Vola would have given you a general description of the person that you're looking for, but I mean,
he said charming, not smart. You know, I think hair color and stuff. But.
Yeah, like basic information. As you're kind of telling the character, this gnome, the general description, he sort of seems nervous. No, I can't say. I don't know. I mean, all you humans look the same to me.
I was gonna say all the humans look the same to me too, being a furbolg.
I mean, they do, don't they? They're all like, "Oh, hey, I'm human."
Mm-hmm.
So we definitely, without an insight check, we notice his sweaty brow.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't. Yeah,
oh,
you go
you,
ahead.
oh, I'll go ahead then. You know there, George. We've got a little bit of a relationship here, and I would really hate to break that, but I have a sense here that you're not telling us the whole truth, and we need to know the truth about this man. Think of his family. He never comes back. They have no closure.
Might I add, somebody's has a hefty bounty on his head. May or not be able to get the money you need for that or for that vial.
Make a intimidation check or a persuasion check. I'll let you choose.
Which one?
Whoever is
You-
trying to like get the information out of him.
I
If
think
you
we're both
if you
are.
if you both kind of are, then you can either have advantage or you both can roll.
Do you want to do intimidation or persuasion?
I'd prefer persuasion, and to metagame, I have +9.
Okay,
Oh
I will
my
do.
God.
I will do.
Hacks.
Let's do advantage for persuasion.
Hacks.
I like how Bill called it out. I'm going to do this.
He's like, P.S. I also get a very high bonus to the score.
P.S.
30-20.
P.S. I'm porking your dice.
Which roll
All
is
of
it? The 16 or the 20?
The 20. 20 was the advantage roll.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. He seems to ease up a little bit because you really have seemed to earn some trust with this particular gnome. And okay, look. You didn't hear this from me, and if anyone asks me about it, I'll act like I don't know you.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, of course.
A couple nights back, I saw a fella that you're describing, and there was a well-dressed fellow that he was with, who, honestly, if I didn't know better, I'd swear that they were brothers or twin brothers. Both of them, they were coming out of the bar, and they were jumped by some pretty rough-looking characters in some black leather armor. I think there were about 5 of them that jumped them. But honestly, I've never seen them around before. But I can tell you that one of them had a black tattoo of a winged snake on his neck. That definitely stood out to me.
Well, for all we know, we didn't hear this from you.
No.
All right. Well, thanks for what you've told us. I think we'll be on our way about now.
And it was what was the tattoo again? I'm trying to write this down.
Black tattoo of a snake.
Yeah, it was a black tattoo of a winged snake.
Wing snake. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so while this bit is going on and you guys are getting ready to head out, we're going to go back to the deception check between our two
brother.
big burly guys. So you guys are trying to act as though you are up to no, like, just normal things, to not look like big bodyguards. And with that role, I would say that Abraham, coming from a background of performance and giving an audience what they want, he goes into almost like a theatrical type performance of, it's not quite overacting, but close. He convincingly seems like he's trying to explain the rules of this game that he wants to show you, and and Cratch is trying to act like he's showing him the rules of this other game, but he's saying it in a way that seems like it's fake. It's very obvious.
What are you
He
doing,
pulls out a
man?
deck of cards. I pull out 2 dice.
Yeah, really.
People are starting to stare.
I don't understand what you're trying to tell me. How is
Oh.
my dice and your 2 cards going to roll against each other?
Put the damn dice away.
Where do you want me to put them?
Back in your bag, dipshit.
So they're not part of the game. I don't fucking understand this.
Not playing for any money. Just put it away.
Then why the fuck are we gambling if there's no money involved?
Can I attempt to put him in like a headlock?
Yeah.
Man, I don't want to play if there's no money involved. It's stupid.
Yeah, I need to like shut him up somehow. So
Make a
I'm gonna do a grapple. I'm gonna do a grapple.
well, it's considered an attack, so make a grapple attack.
Okay.
Cratch, make a contested strength check. I believe that's how that works.
Oh, fuck. This is gonna be good. Oh shit!
So I get a +9.
Do you?
27.
All right.
Oh,
Second.
holy
God damn it!
You didn't stand a chance.
No, I'm not even gonna waste my savage attack for a saving roll. You know, I can do relentless endurance and roll again, but I rolled so bad. Why? I got a 10. That was with my +9.
So go ahead and describe this grapple that you lay on him.
So I'm gonna kind of pick him up and just kind of like hold him tight to my chest so he can't make noises. Like anything he tries to talk about is just muffled. And I'm gonna try to move away from the door like in an alleyway.
So is my face like next to him while he's doing this?
Yeah.
I'm breathing hard on him. I'm like, and there's just snot and candied apple going into it. Let go of me. Oh no, I get what you're trying to say.
Once he seems like he's calmed down and understands that we're just a distraction, I will release the grapple.
So Gus and Lictus come out and see you have a Cratch in this almost like bear hug. Not quite, but almost a bear hug, and you're kind of carrying him off to the side.
Should we ask?
I think it's best if we don't act like we know each other.
Yeah, that's a good call. Hey, where'd you get more of that candied apple? I thought you ate it all.
No, I like to store food and save it for later.
Oh, nice.
Yo, they're coming out.
I'll set him back down gently. And what I mean by gently is just absolutely drop him from.
And on the way down, I just wipe my whole face down the front of his shirt, so all my snot and candy apple going. And I just look at him all mean and grunt at him and just walk away.
It looks like when a little kid comes up to you and gives you a hug.
Oh no.
It's gross. Little kids are gross. I don't even know why people have kids. It's so gross.
You're gonna pay for my cleaner.
You play for you fucking.
All right.
I go pick up my dice and put them in my pocket.
So
I'm done playing with you.
You are rejoined by your companions, and they have obtained information they can share with you or not.
Yeah.
So-
We'll go ahead.
Yeah, well, let's walk a little bit to kind of get the attention off of whatever that was.
Yeah.
Thinking,
Okay.
and like maybe go down an alley and want to like keep an eye out to see if anyone maybe
Is watching.
following or watching us or anything.
Yeah, especially after that display.
Anyone who is actively looking to see if anyone is noticing them, please make a perception check.
30-20.
Well, there's a 10.
I'm not even trying to scratch it. He's just worried about fucking his dignity after being bear hugged. He's straight.
So you guys kind of look around, and the street in this particular end of town seems pretty quiet, other than a little bit of noise coming from the bar across the street.
All right.
I'm thirsty.
So
All
we
right.
were talking to George in there, and we found out a little bit of information about this flugelhorn guy. The guy in there, someone in there, said that he saw him and someone who looked just like him get jumped by these 5 guys wearing black leather armor with a black tattoo of a snake with wings. Does that you guys know any of that stuff? Does it sound familiar, like a gang or something?
It's probably not worth it, but is there any way we could do a history check? I would doubt that we'd get anything from it, though.
Are any of you actually from Waterdeep?
No.
Nope.
No, I just give them both a blank stare.
We could all.
Then I would say that the likelihood of you knowing anything about gangs or factions within the city
Yeah.
would be pretty limited.
Pretty limited, yeah.
We could go back and ask that Durden feller. He seemed to know everyone and everything.
That's quite a far walk. Maybe we should save it for another time. I think we should
Yeah,
head
I'm
to the-
tired.
I think we might need to head into this bar and see what we can find out. We'll just have to pick our people very carefully.
Yeah, that sounds good. Well, I mean, I know that Durden's place had the rooms up there. So if we stay there tonight and we go back, we could ask him.
Hopefully, this place don't have a hole in the ground.
Let's see. What are we thinking, guys? Do we want to go into the bar now, or do we want to wait for another day?
What time of day is it?
It's like nighttime, right?
Yeah, it's a little after 10 o'clock.
I mean, we got all the way. We got all the way here. Let's just go in.
Yeah, I think we should
Yeah.
just go in.
So, how close are we to the door?
I would just like cross this.
It's just right across from the
Yeah.
the other shop. It's right across the street.
So we're walking towards this tavern now, right?
Yeah, if you
Are we
want.
trying to be? Are we trying to be nonchalant about it? Or are we just going just walking in like regular patrons?
Yeah, regular people, I'd say.
Yeah.
I would say we should split up, kind of go in sets, like let a group go in.
Yeah, we can do the same groups
personally.
that we split up
Yeah.
into right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's funny. I feel like we have more people, but it's literally just four
Yes,
people.
I feel like
Yeah.
without Noah here, we're just like
Yeah. So yeah, that's what we can do. We can just kind of split up. So me and
Tell Noah
and,
he fucked it all up. He should have been here.
me
to
and
help us
Cliff
out.
Lift can be a group.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna start calling you Hawk.
Calm down, Bruce Banner. It's gonna be fine.
No, I'm
Who
talking
called
about
you?
Hawk. I'm talking about Hawk from Cobra Kai.
Oh, from with the mohawk.
Yeah, Cliff Lift.
Wow, that's mean. He was pretty tough though in the show. So anyway,
So who wants to go in
who's
first?
going in first? Yes, that's.
I'm pretty fragile. I suggest the
I
big
would s-
guys.
I was gonna say, let's let the two gambling men go in. You know, let the men are back up, ladies. Men are talking.
I don't know if you know this about me, but I am a male furbog.
You're a big leafy bitch. Move.
Oh,
Whoa.
that was. I'm gonna put you in timeout, young man.
Those are some bad words.
So are you guys just talking this like right outside the doorway?
No, we're still in the alleyway.
About to start
Totally
a
good.
fight.
We're
Totally
we're
giving
about
up
to
our whole
walk.
plan.
Yeah, just like talking. Let's split. You guys will split up into.
All right. So
Now,
after a few
only one
choice words
question.
in the alley.
Yeah, no.
I was gonna say only one question: who's our designated driver? Because that's gonna be the person that gets the most hammered.
Oh God.
Continue, Kev. Sorry, I'm stupid.
All right. So the muscle of the group, and not the brains necessarily, decide that they're going to go in first. So you kind of the others hang back in the alley, kind of in the shadows, kind of watching. Cratch and Abraham. The skewered dragon looks like a ruin. Both of its front-facing windows are smashed, and a ship's anchor is lodged in the roof. Through the windows, you can see a group of haggard patrons drinking from huge tankards. This place looks just scummy and dirty. It does not look like a nice establishment. When you go in, the room is smoke filled. Various people are smoking different types of pipes. There are some loud conversations being had. A couple people are over in the corner arm wrestling each other with stacks of money on the table. There's a few other who are playing Three Dragon Ante.
You just see Cratch's eyes get bigger and bigger the more he sees the gambling.
Cratch, you take the tables. I'll take the
Which
arm wrestling.
there's a lot of tables here.
Yeah.
The poker tables.
What am I poking?
Oh God, I should have went with the dark elf.
I'm just kidding, big guy.
Kind of giving him a sarcastic chuckle back. I'll kind of give him a shove, like ha ha
And I-
ha.
And I walk towards the arm wrestling table like I.
Okay. We'll deal with that first. So you see what looks to be it looks like an elf, like a very unusually muscular elf.
Oh God.
Male elf, probably he's at the middle part of his life. He looks ragged. He does not look like the type of elves that you're accustomed to seeing. He's got a little bit of a beer belly, and he has like definitely the signs of a sailor about him. He's wearing kind of salt stained clothes, and nothing about him looks fancy or out like really stand outish, except for he's pretty ripped. He's got huge arms, and he's arm wrestling a human male, probably in his late 50s, with also bulky. They're not like weightlifter defined arms. This man has worked for a living. He's got a kind of a severe receding hairline. He's trying to cover it over in spots, but he also kind of has the same reek of the ocean and salt stained clothes. The atmosphere in here is very warm, even though it is springtime. There's not a lot of air moving, even with the smashed windows, and the place smells musty and like sweat and alcohol. They look to be in like a almost dead even match right now, as you approach.
So so we have a receding hairline human and a potbelly or half elf or elf.
Elf.
Oh,
All
How
right.
much?
Buffalo.
How much coin is like on the table? Like, how much does it look like they're anteing on these wagers?
There's a couple other people not really standing around, but like sitting at tables nearby that almost look like they're kind of placing side bets with each other. But the actual money on the table, just kind of giving a quick over without doing real deep counting, there's probably 30 or 40 gold on the table.
Okay.
So I'm gonna grab it. Go ahead.
Well-
Sorry.
Oh, you're okay.
No,
I was gonna say. Go ahead. Go ahead. Mine's
so
simple.
I grab a chair and turn it backwards, and I just sit in the middle as they're struggling, and I'm like, between my hair lip, your baldness, and your pot belly, this is like the handicap table.
oh no.
Oh no.
I'm just glad I'm not in the bar right now.
To kind of cause the distraction from that very awful thing to say to anybody, I'll match the money on the table and say I got next.
At the potbelly comment, the elf seems sort of distracted and suddenly gets like this huge burst of anger and slams the human's hand down on the table with hardly any struggle at all.
And then I look at him like, that's what I wanted to see.
Who are you calling fat?
I didn't say fat. I just said handicap.
I think you said I had a beer belly. I'll tear your head off.
So I just look at the receding hairline human. I just wave him off. I'm like, it's time for you to move on.
He's actually kind of like holding his arm because that last little bit, like, he hurt him a little bit. Yeah. So the elf looks up at the iron mask. You want some of this?
Adjusting my mask, I'll actually kind of wave. Yeah, I want a piece of you.
So what's the bet on the table?
I think your ill-spoken
40
orc
40
friend
gold
here
pieces.
had next.
Oh, he's my advocate. He speaks for
No.
me.
Who am I to cut in front of the almighty mask? I will step aside and I will let you two go at it.
Okay.
So, kind of taking my bag off, I'll point Cratch over. Cratch, I need you to hit me as hard as you can.
Oh fuck yeah! I've been waiting fucking for this.
and I mean, it's gonna be a free shot.
Like, where do you want it? You just tell me, and I will do it.
Just avoid knocking me out in the face.
So I aim for the sack.
Okay.
Make an unarmed strike attack roll.
I would say it's an instant hit. Yeah, I'm not dodging. I'm not blocking this.
Yeah, but he might not connect well. So make an attack roll.
So I got the tavern.
Add advantage since he is not trying to stop you from hitting him. So it's
So
going to
the
be
more I think about
it's going to be a D20 plus your strength modifier.
Oh god.
Oh, plus your proficiency bonus because everyone is proficient in unarmed striking.
Yeah.
You said I have an advantage.
Yes.
So
Yep.
All right. First one that would be a 23.
I'm pretty sure that
That's
hits.
The first and the
Yeah.
second one, the 23 is the highest I rolled. That was with my +9 on top of 14.
Okay. So for unarmed strike, unless you have the 1 feat, do you have the feat for improved unarmed strikes?
I have the Tavern Brawler strike. That's all I've got.
Right. So that gives you 1d4 for your.
It gives me one.
No. At least it's. I was gonna say, is it the same as mine, Kev?
It's a 1d4 plus 5.
It's similar to yours. I combined pieces of the Grappler and the Tavern Brawler and made them part of your class.
Okay.
He actually has Tavern Brawler. So normally unarmed strikes are 1d. They just do 1 damage plus strength modifier. But since you have the feat, so roll a 1d4 and then add your strength modifier to it.
Jesus. I got a 3 plus a 9 is my strength modifier. Or is it the +5 above
It's
your
the
strength?
plus 5, yeah.
Yeah, so 8.
Okay.
Okay. So him kind of laying into me.
He inflicts 8 points of damage on you.
Okay, him laying into me. That pissed me off. I'm gonna go into a rage.
Okay.
And beat my hands against the table and set him down for the arm wrestling match.
Okay.
I'm like, what's the max bet?
The max bet is whatever you want to bet. I have lots of money.
I throw down all 100 gold on Abraham.
All right.
That we just got. I know it's all or nothing.
Suddenly, like some of the other patrons seeing this transpire, They all start tossing down some money and making extra little side bets. And the pot-bellied elf that you are about to arm wrestle against matches your 100 gold and tosses it on the table. Go ahead and make a contested strength check with advantage because you're raging.
23.
23 plus so you grip this he has a much firmer grip on his hands than you would have initially anticipated. Your dealings with elves, a lot of times they're nimble, they're not typically this strong. This man has I'm sorry, this elf has worked for a living too. His hands are very calloused, they're a little grimy. um, and I mean, he grips your hand like he means it. But you grip his hand back even firmer, and there's a little bit of struggle back and forth for just a second. But then you realize that you greatly outclass this person in just sheer muscle mass and skill and technique alone. Your background with your unique grappling fighting style gives you advantage even in situations like this. And it doesn't take long for you to just kind of test his strength at first, realizing that you are the dominant opponent at the table, and you slam his wrist down on the table loud enough that the back side of the table where his hand hits cracks off and splinters part of the wood on it. The gold kind of goes flying up in the air a little bit. The other patrons around just start cheering, like, and Lictus and Gus, you hear this just uproarious cheer coming from the inside, like not sure exactly what happened, but you know it something happened.
Do you think we should get in there and check on them, or should we wait a little bit longer?
It doesn't sound like anything bad's happening. Sounds more like cheering to me.
Yeah,
I
maybe
say
we
we.
should let it play out.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right. So as I was telling you about this Hannah Montana thing.
So one of the other like side bet people kind of goes around and helps collect the money that kind of got scattered around, and then he hands the 200 gold to Cratch. A couple other little side bet people are super happy about it. I guess the odds were. I guess the elf is the favorite in the bar. He does a lot of arm wrestling and doesn't lose or has not lost in a while. So this like this toothless old sailor kind of comes up to you. Yeah, oh my gosh, you just made me so much money, and he throws you like 50 gold coins as he goes around and collects money from all the other people that were placing side bets. Yeah.
Well,
So you end up making a profit of 150 gold.
well, I mean, some people can't deal with the Iron Mask, and that's just how it rolls.
So the potbelly elf kind of looks up at you with like an intense hatred, but then with like mutual respect as he's kind of holding his wrist, and he just kind of gives you a little bit of a nod.
I'll kind of give him that Full Metal Alchemist, like those two like burly dudes when they like clasp hands together. I don't like it's gonna be like that. Like it's definitely a sign of respect. Like I would give him a rematch anytime he wanted one.
I hope you'll give me a chance to win some of my money back the next time you're around.
Well, you know, I travel far and wide, but to meet a foe like you, it's been an honor.
I'm gonna go up to the bar.
My name's Gorinth. I'm around in different parts. If you cross my path again, don't be a stranger.
Yeah. I do have one question.
Yeah, his tone and demeanor and everything has kind of changed now. He's not nearly as gruff or angry. Well, what kind of question? What's up?
I'll kind of wave at Crouch, kind of saying like, go get a round for the table. Um, go get a few rounds, few pints.
So when I do that, I go up there and I throw 25 gold to the bartender to start a tab for everybody in the bar.
And as you throw the money down, the cheers in the bar are even louder than when Abraham basically snapped this table. So now you guys hear an even louder cheer coming from the bar, and they start
So,
chanting, "Iron Mask, Iron Mask."
so with the chance, I'll kind of wave my hand up in the air, blah blah blah, but kind of using the apps like the sound of the bar, I'll ask my question if he knows about the missing person.
Well, I drink here often. I'm what you might call a regular anytime I'm in town. I saw who you're talking about. Chip off the old block, that one. Just another spoiled rich noble who likes to rub it in our noses about how well off he is.
Well, do you know who took him or where he might be now? Is he dead, alive? I mean, what are we talking?
All I know is he was here. He played a few rounds of Three Dragon Ante, lost a bit of money, and he left shortly after midnight. But I did notice that there was a few people that followed him out. I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 guys.
Are they?
I don't know if it was just coincidence or what, but it did seem like they followed him almost immediately after him and his friend left.
Do they have any kind of insignia or any kind of like? Are they some kind of group? I mean, are they known?
Yeah, they're known around here. They
And kind of.
they're
I was
known
gonna
for
say.
hanging out in a warehouse on Candle Lane. You can tell it by a mark. You'll know the building when you get there when you find a door that has a snake symbol on it.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. And drinks on us. So, and I'll kind of step up away from the table, kind of pounding the pints that I've been given, and make my way outside.
Okay. Cratch, you heading out too?
He's dead.
No, he
I
didn't.
just bought beers and we're leaving. What the hell?
Well, he drank his, and all the other people in the bar are like super excited right now that they're getting to drink for free.
We've been here for 5 damn minutes.
So do you want to drink your beer and pound it before you leave?
Oh, I'm pounding those beers and I'm just gonna leave I'm like that little pissy kid that just got pulled out of the damn candy store.
So you see Cratch kind of like opening up the door. He's got a tankard in each hand. He downs the one in like 2 gulps. The second one takes maybe 4 gulps. And he's like, fine, I didn't want to drink anyway. And he kind of just like tosses these mugs down on the ground and then walks out.
This fucking bullshit.
Oh, wow, we can always get more.
So as you guys are leaving, there's more chance of Iron Mask, Iron Mask.
And kind of as my last standout, I mean, I'll try to hit the wall, leaving like a thunderous, like my own marking into the wall.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
20. It's
Oh my God.
it's magical if that matters.
It shouldn't. You're hitting a building, so. So you you basically slam your fist into the side of the door frame, and it knocks the door frame kind of loose a little bit. The door frame was already kind of messed up, but the frame was sturdier than the rest of the building, and the building kind of shudders a little bit with the reverberation from it, and all of the patrons in the bar, the barkeep, everyone, they just like a thunderous roar of yeah, like they're really excited about it. Even the barkeep, even though you almost tore down his damn building.
Yeah,
I run back
like
in. I run
I was
back in.
gonna
I'm
say,
like, I can refill real quick.
yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say. I mean, I want to like when I leave, I want to do like Brothers of Destruction, like Undertaker, like where he just lifts his fist up in the air, like just total badass.
Yeah, so that's what we. Everybody knows where we've been. We're just leaving a trail of your fist punches everywhere.
Well, gotta go back
Oh,
to the other bar.
You
Where's
don't
these
have
guys
to
been?
see if he's leaving any fingerprints. He just leaves big fist prints wherever he
Yeah,
goes.
I'm sure there's a fist print in a table at the other bar too.
I'm sure that there is. So you guys have the information that you were looking for, and you meet back up with your party.
Hey
Go
guys,
up there and be like,
Yeah, I was gonna
brains
say.
over brawn, or bronze over brains.
Uh-huh. So sound like you guys got a lot of cheers in there.
Fucking mask.
Mm. Yeah, we heard that one for sure.
Well, I mean, when you're as popular as I am, I mean, everybody knows your name when you walk in at any establishment.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Hey, you missed
Everybody
out on
knows
some free drinks.
That's all right. I'm not thirsty.
yeah, I think
What do you-
my beer from earlier today is still working.
What are you guys, bunch of sissies?
I think I told you earlier that I know. But I had my first alcohol today, so don't want to overdo it.
Well, one rule of alcohol is you never pass up free ale.
Oh, I'm gonna have to write that down. I didn't know there were rules.
I'm gonna teach you a thing or two.
Oh, cool. I'll teach you how to spell.
I'm sure you will.
That will be helpful.
Oh my god. Did Gus just burn you?
See, I'm kind of stupid, so like I don't even take it as a
you
burn.
don't even realize that it was a burn. And the best
Like
part
our
about it is, I
intelligence
don't.
together equals like 12, maybe.
I mean, and honestly, I don't even think Gus meant it that way.
Yeah.
He was actually.
taken anyway.
He was just trying
anyway.
to be helpful.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's cut to the chase here. You get anything out of those guys?
Money. Got money.
Mm.
Yeah, the one guy, big beer gut, had to kick his ass real quick to get some information.
Gotcha. As you do.
Well, just arm wrestling. I mean, if I would have kicked some ass, you guys would have heard it. But
Yeah, I'm sure.
well, we're looking for a warehouse. You know that snake tattoo? That's what you're looking for.
All right. Do you recall? Did he say anything about where this warehouse might be?
Nope. You can go ask him yourself. Real nice guy. Real nice guy.
I don't really think I'm the type to walk in there.
So we're just
No. Trust me. They
walking
love
around
people.
looking for a warehouse.
One with a snake. I mean, if you need me to, I'll go back in and ask where it's at.
He didn't say it was on like a street name, like a something lane or Abbey Drive or.
He probably did, but the cheers, I mean, did you hear them? They were so loud, I mean, I couldn't hear anything.
Yeah, it checks out.
I mean,
Well,
this isn't the first time.
Crosses off Candle Lane.
crosses fucking line. Yeah.
But if I was a warehouse, I would go and I would try to point towards. I mean, I just point like in a random direction. I mean, no idea.
All right. Well,
Just to
Let's
show him up, I
try.
point in the opposite direction that Abraham does. No, it would be over this way.
Oh,
oh
jeez.
gosh. Bronze over brain, huh?
Man, I think you guys are going to rethink how you split these groups up the next time, huh?
Yeah, seriously.
Probably. Well, since I don't know, we've kind of like walked through the city. Do we know a part of the city that would have like the warehouse district or something?
No, I mean, you have a general map, and you're in the dock ward, and it's a warehouse probably near. excuse me, near the where supplies and stuff come in, you would guess. But no, not without a street name. You'd just be looking at warehouses.
All right.
If we're gonna sit here and dilly dally around, I'll just go in and ask.
All right.
I mean, it'd be a little bit helpful. It's a big town.
Well, I'm the most helpful out of this whole group anyway. So, and I'll walk in, like not even letting them try to, kind of talk back to that. I'll just go in and ask.
So Abraham walks back into the bar, and someone goes. They all kind of see him. You just hear from everyone in the bar. It's kind of like, "Hey, Norm," and it's like he's an old regular now.
Yeah.
And-
Sure wish we knew where it was.
I say we just randomly go north east.
I'll kind of I'll try to look for that guy, see if he's still like running the arm wrestling table. But if not,
it doesn't look like he's wrestling anymore. It looks like he's just relaxing and enjoying some alcohol.
Yeah, so I'll kind of walk over to him. Hey, hate to be a bother.
No, hey, yeah, well, back so soon. I'm gonna need a little while to recover.
Yeah. So you kind of like wave at the bartender for another round. Do you know exactly where those snake warehouse thing is?
Yeah, like I said, he looks really confused. Candle Lane, the warehouse you're looking for, is on Candle Lane.
Okay. So, kind of walking out of the establishment, like, I'm giving everybody that look right before I leave, like, hoping they would still cheer my name so I could hit the wall again. But they just don't. They just don't even care about me anymore. So I'll just walk outside.
All right, Lamppost Alley.
Well, me being the brains of this group, I'm gonna guess Candle Lane. What's his name wasn't in there, so Candle Lane's the way to go.
Sure.
I
We'll
fucking
go with
hate this
that.
dude.
Yeah, I don't think we should really go on just a guess here. There's lots of streets.
It's not a guess. I talked to the barkeep. I'm gonna be
okay.
honest with you.
All right.
I had an inkling. So, and we all have maps of the city still, right? So we
Mhm.
can find where Candle Lane is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like it's right here.
Yep.
So we have to go over Stale Street and then to the Street of Curtains, and then to the Bookshelf Streets, and then there's Candle Lane.
God, I hope Snell Street's not as slow as they say it is.
Oh boy, rush hour.
Yeah. All right.
Onward to Candle Lane.
Can I do a perception check to just make sure we're not being watched
Yes.
by any outgoers?
Or ingoers.
15 or ingoers. It's true. Anybody follow them out of the bar or anything.
You don't notice. You guys kind of hang back for a few minutes after he leaves, just to make sure that no one followed him out. But no, it's pretty quiet in the town. Pretty quiet in this end of town. Other than the singing now that has erupted from the bar, nothing seems out of the usual to you.
All right. I guess we should head out there.
All right.
See what we can get done.
So, you guys following the map and the directions. There are buildings on either side of Candle Lane, and they're all very tall and tightly packed together. Gloom envelops a narrow alley as dark as a dungeon, and as odorous as one too. Nearly all the street lamps have been smashed. The only light that pierces the darkness is a faint flickering from down the lane like a distant candle.
So you're saying it's just dark, or is it misty dark? Like,
It's not like magically dark. It's dark.
so I can still see probably.
You have
of
dark.
my-
You have dark vision, yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, you see
Everybody's got dark vision.
you see a little bit of outlines and stuff just from the dark vision, so you have a general sense of where you're going.
Okay.
But you do see, like I said, a little bit of light flickering off in the distance,
Okay.
almost like a candle.
All right. How do we want to take this, guys? I don't feel like we should just walk up into this warehouse, especially since there's been a lot of dead people turning up.
We don't know what warehouse it is yet either.
True.
Got a snake on the front.
Yeah, I have a strange feeling this singular candle might have something to do with it.
So maybe we should send the. I'll look at like this a minute. Like, maybe you do a little scouting. The rest of us
Okay.
hang back.
I can do that. I have greater visibility.
I was gonna say the night that we don't have our most dexterous guy, we
Yeah,
need to
right.
sneak.
Yeah, I know.
He's
I have
off
seriously
doing,
started
doing ranger shit. No one knows where he's
Yeah.
at.
taking a nap
I
in
look
the,
at
in the original
I look
bar.
at I look at Lictus and I have greater flexibility, and I just flex my pecs at him.
Now,
Yeah, lovely.
Lictus, is your
Mhm.
fox with you?
Yes. Yeah.
Your fox is a familiar, or
Yeah.
is it an actual pet?
It's an actual pet. Yeah.
Okay.
It's an undead pet.
Okay. Okay, so your fox actually has pretty good stealth too. Does
Yeah,
he
he has-
kind of follow you around on foot, or does he kind of like hang out around your shoulder?
It just depends. It's
Okay.
either or.
Okay.
Um,
I,
Is it
uh,
okay?
I actually have some really cool ideas for your fox pet for when we do the actual game.
mhm.
But for now, this one will just actually be it'll be just an actual fox.
Okay.
So we'll talk about that like off show. Okay, so you and your fox, you are heading down. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make the fox roll individually because his stealth is pretty good.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Oh, let me see. Okay, I don't have great stealth, but
Are you going invisible? Did
10.
you say?
Should I go invisible? Let's see.
Sure call, man.
Probably because we're going into unknown territory. I'll go ahead and use a greater invisibility.
Greater invisibility.
I don't have normal invisibility.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I
Okay.
know.
How long does the spell last?
It lasts for a minute,
Okay.
so
Yeah, so you're heading down. Go ahead and deduct the spell slot for your thing.
Yeah.
You head down the way towards the light.
Okay.
You notice as you get closer that the flickering comes from one street lamp that's still intact on Candle Lane.
Mhm.
It seems to be kept alight by a continual flame spell. The spell itself is actually, or the flame itself is actually magical in nature. You being a wizard,
you can tell. Yeah.
you recognize this pretty common spell right away.
Mhm.
There is a warehouse that's directly across from the street lamp, which illuminates under the light of the candle, under the light of the continual flame, the lantern.
Mhm.
It illuminates a black winged snake painted above the door's handle.
All right. Do I notice any guards or anything standing around nearby? Shadows.
Make a perception check.
Oh, there we go. Ooh, we got 20.
Okay. It looks as quiet as the dead. Everything is calm. You don't notice any moving. In fact, your friends off in the distance are making more noise than anyone in the area.
Mm.
And they're not really
Okay.
being loud.
Yeah. Yeah. My fox has, I think he has good hearing too. I think that's one of his things.
Mhm.
So I'm sure if there's something loud going on in there, he'd hear it too. Okay. So, do I notice any more? So, do I notice like an entrance in the front too?
Just the door. You just noticed
Just the door?
Just the door. Yep.
Can I go to like one of the sides and see if I see any side entrances or anything like that?
Upon closer inspection, you see that the warehouse itself is a 2-story warehouse. It's pretty wide, but I mean, it doesn't stand out as being larger or smaller than any of the other buildings in the area.
Okay.
You notice that the front door has, even from this distance, you notice that it has a sliding peephole that can be opened from the inside. There's definitely a few windows on the outside of the building on the ground floor, but most of them seem to be covered in dirt and grime. You can't really see through them. And you don't see any other like entrances or other doors, just the front door.
Let's see.
Oh, and I apologize. The big bay doors where they bring the cargo in.
Yeah. That's the entrance, you mean? Or is
No,
that
there's a entrance, like a normal door where like the employees probably come in. That's the one that has like a slider on it that looks like a peephole, and then there's the big
and
main like
main door?
Yep, where they would carry in all the cargo.
Okay. And that's, I'm assuming it's closed right now, right?
Yeah, so all the doors are closed.
Okay. Just a general question about like the building, like actual architecture. Would it have like the buildings like this? Would they have dirt floor or probably like stone floor, saying it's like a warehouse?
They would most likely have wooden or stone floors.
Okay, so nothing you could dig under. Okay. I was curious because I was seeing if my fox could because he could burrow maybe underneath the wall and see if he could get through somewhere. All right. I think then I'll probably head back to the group and just say it's pretty tightly concealed, but there's not much security on the outside. So.
And you saw the snake with the wings or whatever on the building?
That's correct. Straight on the front.
Oh boy, really just announcing.
Yeah. Well, what do you guys think we should do?
I pull out my warhammer and I'm like, it's hammer time.
What's the door made out of? Is it just like wood with a slider peephole?
That's a good question. No, the front door is made out of it's a metal door.
Metal door.
Okay.
Or the walls also seem to be stone or metal.
Did you say, did you detect any magic around that area?
Did not check.
Goddamn magicians.
I don't even know if I have detect magic. I do have detect magic, of course I do.
Fucking get Gus the bus in there.
Well, I already used my detect magic, and I can't see in the dark.
Yeah, it's true.
So we could go busting through the front door, or I could make like a little minor illusion of the snake tattoo on us, and well, maybe that could help.
Maybe.
Or I could disguise myself as one of those members, see if I can get in, do a little poking around.
That might work. We could probably do one of those hooligans that we saw in the first bar. We could probably dress up as like one of those.
Alrighty. So I will click my fingers and cast disguise self on myself.
Is this a level
And
spell?
It is, but it's also a furbog
Got it.
trait.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll cast it, and it'll just be of one of those guys at the first bar
Okay.
that carry the same description, and then let me see here. Once I get to the door too, well, with my disguise, does the tattoo? Am I able to replicate the tattoo?
Um. Let's see.
I'm also gonna probably appear 1 foot shorter.
Probably won't matter
As
because
far
I'm
as
sure they have a lot of members.
the description of the spell, it says that basically everything that you're wearing, you can look different until you use your action to dismiss the spell. You can seem up to a foot shorter or taller. You can appear thin, fat, or in between. You can't change your body type, so you can't have like 8 arms or 4 legs.
Right.
Other than that, it says the extent of the illusion is up to you. So yeah, I'd say if you wanted to have a tattoo, then yeah.
Yeah, I would have that snake dragon wing tattoo thing as well.
Okay.
And yeah, and then I'm gonna go in.
Okay. So
You're just going in by yourself?
yeah, it's John J. Rambo, folks.
What if
well, I
I
could-
send my fox in, or
Well,
at least have him sneak in?
You haven't dismissed your invisibility, so once I get in there, you could try and slip in the door as well.
Well, I mean, it only lasts a minute. I'm sure it's
Yeah, it's been at
fine.
least a
Oh,
minute.
it only lasts a minute. I
Yeah.
thought it was
So-
longer.
Yeah, only if it's at normal visibility.
Should so was that door unlocked, or did you check to see if it was locked or unlocked?
I did not check, but you did see there was a peephole there. So
Okay.
I was just gonna assume that there was somebody probably behind the door that like
So should myself and Abraham be on both sides of the door while Gus is in disguise and be ready to pop through once he gets leeway, or how do you want to do this?
Or to get someone in there with me, I could act like I captured one of you guys as a prisoner.
Well,
Like
it's
a good old Chewbacca Han Solo stormtrooper thing.
we'll do Lictus because he's a spellcaster. You could have him right there, or you could have myself or
I'd probably
Um,
rather have some brawn with me.
okay.
yeah.
What do you think, Abraham? You up to be a prisoner?
Yeah, would you want? Is Abraham bigger than you, or are you guys about
I'm-
the same stature?
I don't know if that'd be. I don't know if that'd be too believable though. We might want to send someone like Cratchin or me, just because I don't think it would be believable if some a tiny human, probably an average sized human, captured Abraham-sized person. So probably one of us two are making more believable.
I was gonna say capturing Cratch would probably be way more believable than me. Like
Thanks a
yeah.
lot,
you guys
Dick.
I mean, you
Yeah.
guys would have just had a. I mean, unless they knew you were a spellcaster or something.
He's like, look at me, I'm a fucking Adonis. There's no way I'd be a prisoner.
No, yeah, it's probably, and then just wrap rope around my hand where it's quick enough where I could get out of it to grab
Yeah.
to do my
Yeah.
thing. So
I'll hold your warhammer for you, and
right.
if shit goes down,
and I'll have my shield on my back. Just put the shield on my back, keep it where it's at. Is like, if
Yeah.
worst case scenario, I can do an arm strike, which is not too bad. I still get two attacks. So
Alrighty.
yeah.
I want to. Can I send my fox in too? I probably would want him to. I'm thinking either scout while they're doing that, or I could have him stay by the entrance. And I'm sure Abraham could probably knock the door down, but if he stays by the entrance, he could probably figure out a way to unlock the door and let us in, so we wouldn't cause a ruckus. If we're still like fooling them, but if stuff goes down, I'm sure Abraham could break the door down. Either way.
So because of the special bond and the history of you and your fox,
Mm,
and the magical means in which he was brought back to life,
mm,
you actually have a weird, I would say, almost telepathic bond with that particular animal.
mm.
So for the purposes of being cool and giving you more options, other than the spell casting abilities that you can do with a normal familiar, you're able to basically use the find familiar abilities of a familiar with that pet.
All right.
So if you're not sure what that does, you can look it up. But basically, like you can kind of go into almost like a trance-like state and see what it sees and communicate with it in your mind.
Okay. Cool.
So
That's
again,
cool, then.
other than the being able to cast spells through it, because you're like the actual find familiar spell can do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Like I said, just for the purposes of being cool. I know that the pet is special to you, so let's make it special.
All right. I mean,
So
he
yes,
is undead, so why not?
I would say that your pet, you are able to kind of give it little cues and commands telepathically.
Okay.
If you wanted to go into like a trance-like state to do
Yeah.
that.
Me and Abraham could stay behind and do that, and I could do that.
I believe that
And-
the range on that is 100 feet, I think.
100. Let me see. I was only 10 feet.
Let's see, find familiar.
It does say 10 feet in this page.
That's the range. That's how far out you can cast it.
That's how far I can cast it. Okay.
Like if it was a spell. So I believe that you have to be within 100 feet of your familiar to use the extra abilities.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
All
right,
right.
and then
Yep.
before we
100 feet, you can communicate with it telepathically.
Okay.
before we go in, I'm gonna also cast Mage Armor on myself because it would have worn off from the night before, at this time of day, night
Day, night.
night day. So yeah, I'm gonna cast that first level.
You're casting, I'm sorry, what?
Mage Armor on myself.
Okay. First level?
Yep.
Roll on the wild magic table to refresh your Tides of Chaos.
That is a 3. The next minute, I can see any invisible creature if I have line of sight.
Okay, interesting.
Dope.
That was a beneficial one. That's cool.
Hell
is cool.
yeah.
And then refresh your Tides of Chaos.
All right.
Okay.
Bam, refreshed.
Nice.
Alrighty. Let's go in there.
Let's do this, boys.
Okay. So you approach the door.
I'll give it a good, strong
Where,
El
and
knock
and
see.
where are Abraham and Cratch? Are they like hanging out beside the door?
Am I doing the Abraham prisoner thing or Crotch prisoner?
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Okay, so
Okay.
you're gonna look like you have Cratch as a prisoner. And where's Abraham and Lick is hanging out?
Abraham.
Abraham.
Are there like buildings next to it? Like, is there an alley we can just
Yeah.
like?
Yeah,
Okay.
there is.
How approximately how big do you think this building is, feet wise?
I can tell you it is probably 5, 10, 15, 20.
I mean,
It's probably about 85 feet wide by about 65 feet long.
Okay, so I can reach my animal
Mhm.
the whole distance, so we should be fine if there's like an alleyway or something we can sit next to it.
I was gonna say, I mean, I'll be hanging kind of back. I'm trying to just let them kind of go with the flow.
Yeah, you
so
can
if I
just
hear any-
protect me while I'm like in the
Yeah,
trance.
I was gonna say, yeah, if I hear any like ruckus or things that don't sit right, obviously, if what's his name breaks the trance, it's go time.
Okay. So, Gus, you and Cratch, appearing as a prisoner, you approach the front metal door with the peephole slider.
Yep.
You're-
And I'm going to knock on the door.
Okay. So you knock on the door with a thud, 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 thud.
Mm-hmm.
you hear some shuffling, like scurrying from not like rodents, but like larger creatures, maybe humanoid, something with more weight to it, kind of scuttling around. You hear some muffled voices that are not distinct, and then silence.
Oh, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I will knock again at a different rhythm, maybe.
Oh, okay. A faster pace or a slower pace?
I think slower.
All right. So you kind of bang the door a little bit harder, like thud, 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 and the echo kind of reverberates through. There's no possible way that anyone in this building did not hear you just knocking on that door.
Now I'll yell out, "Hey, where you at? I've got a live one."
You hear no response.
Hmm.
Can I? So I have a dagger. Would I be able to like poke it in the peephole and kind of try and slide it a little bit, see if I can see in there?
The peephole slider opens from the other side.
So it's probably not able to be just wedged open.
Right.
Can I see if the door's locked?
The door is locked.
All right, I will try banging fast.
Thud, 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 thud. You hear nothing.
Try pizza delivery.
Open sesame!
You hear silence.
Hmm.
I start to grow impatient.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
plan was worth a shot.
All right, crotch, smash,
I
My
was gonna
turn to
say,
smash. You say smash?
smash.
Time to smash. Here we go. And I'm
can
just
I
gonna,
help him?
I'm gonna straight up just grab my warhammer from Gus and just blast it against the door.
Now he's just blast against the wall next to the door.
Oh, fuck that. The door.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength check against the door. Actually, you know what? Go ahead and make an attack roll against the door.
Attack the roll.
Yep.
That would be a 17.
So go ahead and roll for damage.
Damage would be 1d8 plus 6. I got a 12.
So you smash this door. Now the door is made out of metal.
No,
But-
well, so I said I had my axe on my, or my shield on my back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Earlier.
Mhm.
So I'd be using my warhammer with 2 hands, right?
Yeah.
So that would be a 1d10.
Okay, go ahead and roll for damage for that.
Sorry. Fuck, I'd like, I'd like to take that back and.
Yeah, we'll just go with as originally rolled. So you smash this door with your hammer, and whether you meant to or not, you actually hit the handle instead of like the full-on face of the door, and it knocks the handle off. You hear the lock and the latch snap, and the door silently just squeaks open.
If is there anybody on the other side of the door that they could see?
Not that you can see.
I hand my warhammer back to Gus and be like, knock knock. And then I just try to somewhat shamble back my hands looking like they're tied back up.
All right, and then I'm gonna lead him in then. Act
Uh,
act a little feisty.
You son of a bitch! And I just kicked the door as we walk through it.
So as you enter in the building, you see some boxes and crates. The floor is made out of wood. It's very dusty in here, which seems not uncommon for it being an industrial type building. There are some tables. There's a set of steps that looks like it goes up into like a little office area, and then over by the big side where the big bay doors are at are dozens of crates of various different sizes. But the building seems to be empty, and there doesn't seem to be any light. It's like no one's home.
I need some help with this guy here. He's a crazy. I got one for the boss.
I you, I do a little struggling just to make sure it looks somewhat real. Do I need a real performance or anything, or just struggle against them?
Yeah, go ahead and make a deception check.
Son of a bitch! Shut your mouth, Franklin. Oh, I got a 14.
Nice.
That was-
So you give a pretty convincing performance of you. I mean, you've been angry before, so this was not a hard thing to pull off to where it looks convincing. Even Gus at a point is like, kind of thinking, I wonder if he knows that he's not really in danger. I mean, Gus doesn't say that, but that thought does cross his mind. It's a pretty convincing performance. But with that, you hear nothing. You see nothing. It's quiet in here.
What about with my see invisibility? Nothing?
Nothing catches your eye as being invisible.
Alright. I am going to go ahead and cast light on the Warhammer.
Okay.
So it's 20
Oh.
foot radius.
You casted light on my Warhammer.
Yeah.
I accidentally casted dancing lights.
I just look at my Warhammer and go, "Ooh, that's nice. Can we keep that all the time?"
He said, "Ooh, that's nice."
That's a
That's nice.
party.
That's nice.
That's funny.
Yeah, and I guess I'll start. I'm gonna untie Crotch and give him his Warhammer back and just kind of start looking around and signal for Lictus and Abraham to come in.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going.
Well,
Whatever
go ahead
we're
and-
doing is not working.
I am
Yeah, I
going
was
to
about to say.
change your map.
To inside the warehouse.
And I'm going to reveal a little bit of your map too. Okay. So the area there that is revealed is kind of like the front yard. You guys came in through this door here. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm going to reveal.
There we go. I was like, I totally see what you're talking. There we go.
Okay, reveal areas.
It's just supposed to be a pile of dirt.
The bag of dicks.
Ooh.
Is this the office area you were talking about up there?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just making sure all my stuff is on the right layer so I don't accidentally show you things you're not supposed to see.
Oh, what was that?
All I have is a black screen.
Is that a
Oh,
zombie?
There it is.
Is that a dragon? Oh gosh, not a dragon.
Oh
No.
no.
Not in this dungeon. Not like this.
Let's see, I think it's... Why are those not showing up? Okay, I don't know if they're showing up or not. I can't tell. There we go.
Something's showing right here.
Yeah, something's shown right here.
Yeah, it's not supposed to.
Tell it to not show.
I fixed it. I fixed it. There we go.
Okay.
because I want to reveal the rest of this here. Okay. So that is what you see currently.
There's something right here.
Something right here.
Noted. All right.
Taking it in my notes. Something bottom right corner.
Okay. And that's kind of what you see. I'm going to put your guys' tokens on the map. Players. Let's see. I think I got to go to the journal to do that. Man, I don't do this enough. So here is Cratch. And here is Gus. And let's see. Lictus and Abraham. You guys are kind of outside.
I signal them for them to come around once we realize this wasn't working.
We'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and move into the yard, just like right outside the door for now until they start moving a bit further.
Okay.
And can I try and maybe pry open one of these crates?
I was gonna say, I mean, I'll stand. I mean, relatively like in the mix, like try to be like almost in the middle of everybody, or being able to help anybody with whatever they need.
And this is going to be your fox. He's not that size, but
Yeah. It's funny looking from top down.
yeah, I'll get you a better token for him.
It's okay. It's just funny looking.
But that's what we got for now.
Okay. Do you want me to? Can you make him so I can move him?
Yes, I can. Controlled by. There you go.
Beautiful.
There you go. Okay.
Whee! Okay. So they wanted to open a crate or try opening a crate.
Who's opening the crate?
Gus wanted to try it.
Yeah, I was gonna try and pry one open.
Make a strength check.
Oh boy. It's a natural 9.
It's a nat 9. Okay. With the strength check, these crates are just kind of nailed shut. It's not any kind of magical locks. You kind of look through it, and it seems like some general supplies. There's a little bit more of the black armor that you saw before of the guys in the bar. But nothing that really stands out as unusual. I mean, the black leather armor is not uncommon,
Yeah.
So
Should we take a set for each other? Like, if we could find one that fits us?
If you like, I can't wear armor.
Oh shit! I'm saying later on if we needed a disguise or something.
Yeah, if you like, if you find what do you wear? Extra medium?
It's medium. It's medium. I wear it medium. I like it tight. I like it tight.
So the stairs, right? The stairs
Yeah.
actually go up to the next level. The office is not really up the steps. It's like behind the steps. And there's a
Okay.
there's
So it's
a door
it's
over
on
it.
the same level. So the stairs go
Yes.
up to the next level, and then this is like an office underneath it.
Yeah. If you had to
Okay.
take a guess, it's probably some type of an office. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Can't move my character.
What
fix
if-
that?
what if somebody posted here, maybe myself and somebody, the rest of you go investigate the rest of this warehouse?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up here and I guess take a look at the office.
Yeah. I'll come with him in the office.
Okay. Where is Abraham? Is he staying outside or is he coming in?
He will. I mean,
I know,
he's willing to investigate.
I know you're kind of on your mobile right now, and it's hard to use roll
No.
20.
No, you're good. No, I was just gonna say,
I mean, just kind of move me around and investigate. I mean, not trying to split up the party too much, but
All right, so
still look around.
you're gonna kind of come up here and hang out with the group. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing crazy.
All right. You see tables and chairs have been carelessly tossed around the floor. As you get a little bit further in, you notice that there are corpses of at least a dozen men lie along the walls. Their rapiers and daggers are lying nearby. On the north side of the area, stairs rise to an open level above.
Hmm. I gotta say, I don't think that's normal.
Can we see if any of these bodies resemble this guy we're looking for, Flugelhorn?
Yeah, Flugel.
Based off of the general description, no.
Okay.
We've been seeing a lot of these guys that we beat up at the bar getting decimated around town.
I'm gonna see if the office door is locked.
Is the office door locked? That's a good question.
Oh, he's in the office.
No, it's not.
All right, I will.
The door to the door to this back room actually seems to hang very loosely on its hinges.
All right, I'm gonna poke it open and see what I can see.
You kind of open the door the best that you can. You find that this probably at one point was some kind of a very small office, and now it's almost more like a storage or a utility closet. It's filled with discarded ropes. There's some canvases, some splintered wood from smashed barrels, and just general junk.
I have an odd feeling about this. It's not just the dead bodies.
I know what you mean. Maybe
I
let's go
feel
and
like-
try upstairs.
I feel like we should try detect magic and see if anything is going on around these parts.
So as you guys are having this conversation, because you're like, something doesn't sit right in this office,
Mhm.
you hear breathing, like nervous breathing, coming from within the office.
Interesting.
Is my invisibility seeing gone?
How long does it last?
I think it was a minute.
I would
Yeah.
say it would be gone at this point.
Okay. All right, so I'll yell in the office. Hey there. I'm not here to hurt you. Just trying to help out a friend. Come on out.
You hear a very quiet, ragged voice. Please don't hurt me.
I'm not gonna hurt you, feller. What's your name?
From behind a bunch of junk, you see someone who loosely fits the description of the person that you were looking for.
Mm.
I mean, as far as same hair color, dressed in a very similar manner, same general appearance.
What's your name there, bud?
My name's Raynar.
Renar what?
Raynar Nevermember. Is my friend
What?
with you?
Who's your friend?
My friend Floon, is he with you?
Is Floon the guy who sent us, or the guy we're looking
That's
for?
the guy we're looking for.
Ah.
We are looking for your friend, but we have not seen him. Can you tell us how you got here?
I agreed to meet up with my friend Floon. We were gonna go do a bit of gambling with some of the locals. We were having a really, really, really good time. We had a lot of drinks, and I was pretty concerned that my friend maybe had drank a little bit more than he should have. So I offered to escort him home.
Hmm.
And as we were kind of having this conversation, these five maybe six guys, they jumped out on us, and they hit us over the head, and they threw us in these bags, and they brought us here. Um,
Where'd they take Floon?
I'm not sure. I'm honestly I'm not even sure why they would want him. They might think he's me.
How did you
How?
get into the closet?
I there was a bunch of chaos that happened, right? I was tied up, and then these these other guys showed up, and they started attacking the people that took us. And in the chaos, I managed to find a dagger on the ground, and I cut my ropes loose, and I just hid. I didn't know what else to do. But some of the guys that broke in, they I think they took him. I think they took Flume.
Who's they? What'd they look like?
I'm not sure who they are, but they're not the same people that took us for sure. They mentioned a name or a group. I want to say it was Xanathar.
Hmm. Well, come out of there, little buddy. Uh, let's get you out of here.
How long have you been in the closet? Do you know if anybody may or may not be in the building still?
I'm not sure if anyone is still here. I know that some people came, some weird creatures came, and they wore hoods, and they spoke funny,
Hmm.
and I'm not sure if they're still here or not.
Did it sound like this? And I'll speak Sylvan.
No.
Did it sound like this? I'll speak Giant.
No, it sounded more like when a bird repeats what its owner says.
Pizza.
Like a Kinku?
I'm not familiar with the Kinku.
Oh, they're little birds. We got them in the Feywild. Cute as a button.
I have to take your word for it. I'm not sure. I mean, it was dark. There was a lot of chaos going on.
All right, all right. Well, come on out. We're gonna give this place a good old once over. See if we can find some clues for your boy Flugel.
So he kind of crawls out of the hiding space, looking a little bit better about his situation, and he follows you out.
All right. Hey there, Crotch. Was there anything upstairs?
He's just standing at the stairs. He didn't go in. Or go up. What do you guys think? Should we? I feel like we should investigate the rest of the downstairs here. Down here.
Also, if it's like an overlooking balcony, I don't want to take a chance of people up there with like bows ready to shoot down on us.
Oh yeah. Is
No,
it?
it actually seems like it's a solid floor.
Oh, floor.
It has roughly this, at least the ceiling is whole. There's no. It doesn't look like there's any kind of balcony now.
Okay, I misheard.
All right, then we'll probably have Frost stick here at the door, and then we can go. We can see if we can go down here and see if there's anything up.
Yep. We'll
Any
just
more?
investigate the rest of the whole room. Do
Yeah.
a good once through. the two squishy people.
The two
No, we'll
squishy
take
people.
Abraham with us. He can stick with us.
Is that the Matt Mercer token?
That's the Raynar token. I will give. I can move it around for you guys. Just tell me where you want him to be.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say at this point, with we'll just do a good once through in the whole entire place. Maybe check some of these bigger boxes to see if there's anything else crazy in them.
Yeah, anything useful. Okay.
Maybe search some of the dead bodies.
Yeah.
So you notice that some of with the bodies on the ground. Let's do the bodies first. 5 of the bodies on the ground look like the faction or group of people. They wear similar types of armor as the as Yagra. A couple of them have winged serpent tattoos or insignia on their belts or armor, maybe charred into the leather that match the same kind of insignia. So they all seem to be some sort of collective unit. But there are 7 in different types of black armor that don't match any of the descriptions.
So a new faction.
Can we recognize any or like? Can we look at their clothing or see if they have any tattoos with anything specific on it, like another animal or something that would give away another faction or something, without a name, of course.
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
You want this one with advantage since I took the last one?
Yeah, sure, because that was a 9. That isn't horrible, but
Is that okay, DM?
Yeah, that's fine.
okay. So I did a 16.
Okay, 16. With a 16, you look over some more of the dead bodies. Clearly, these people all killed each other.
Yeah.
You notice on one of the other faction members that there's a black tattoo on the palm of his right hand.
Okay.
That looks like a circle with 10 spokes radiating out of it from its circumference.
So a circle with 10 spokes.
Yep.
What is a spoke?
Like spokes on a wheel.
Like on a bike.
Okay, okay.
And that was
So
on
like
the
a
hand?
That was on his.
It was on one of their hands. Yeah.
So like the back of their hand or something.
Palm.
Okay.
Mhm. Not all of them had it. Just one.
Did they have any gold?
With that investigation check, we'll continue. You don't see that they are carrying anything of value. It
Okay.
almost looks like their bodies have been searched.
Okay. Interesting.
All right. Can we see if we could pop open one of these bigger crates and see if there's anything different in them?
Which
Yeah.
crates? Down here?
Yeah,
these
like those
ones.
big ones.
Okay. So go ahead and move where you want to be. Cratch and Abraham, where do you want to be?
I'm gonna signal Cratch over to me because this is a little bit bigger and I'm probably gonna need some muscle to open this one up.
Lectus, is that where you want to be?
Yeah, I'll stick right behind them.
Abraham, whereabouts do you want to be?
They both want to be muted.
Apparently, they both want to be muted.
No, I got you. Sorry. I was folding laundry. I figured you guys didn't want to.
Whatever. Gosh, you're
deep
ruining our good time.
This is D&D time, not
shit.
laundry time.
I didn't know I had the mute on. Sorry.
This whole time.
I was
Yeah,
talking. I was like, okay, and then you said something about muted. I was like, oh, see it.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
again,
shit.
like, I'm staying close to the group. Like, with them finding out all this information and that mark on the hand, or like I'm around the group.
All
Like
right,
I'm not
I'm gonna
leaving the
put you
group at
down
this
over
point.
here by Lictus then.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for a zombie to pop out of this crate.
Okay,
Oh,
so
I've
you
never
guys
body
are
slammed one.
you guys are beginning to try to pry open one of the larger crates.
Do you want
Gus-
me to pry or you just want me to smash?
Why
I
don't
look
you-
at.
Probably pry in case it has something important in it.
Yeah, I think that's a good
Or a
bet.
person.
We could smash one of the little ones.
What if there's a dog in it?
And smash it. Some.
So as you're attempting to put something in to try and pry this box open, you hear more scuffling, and it sounds like the scuffling is coming from the back end of the warehouse, and it seems like it's coming near you. With the light spell, you start to see shadows of humanoid shapes approaching from the south.
Can I prepare a spell for if something gets hostile?
Can I prepare my warhammer? I lick it.
Well,
Can I?
I'm going to reveal something to you, and then we're going to roll for initiative.
Ah!
Is it zombies?
It is not zombies.
Darn. I wanted it to be zombies.
Why is it never zombies?
Why is it never? It's a bird?
A kinkle.
It's a crow. With a hood. No, they're probably friendly. Right? Roll for initiative.
So, you see the shapes of 4 outlined humanoid figures that stand roughly 5 feet tall. They look like half birds, half man. They're all dark feathered, wearing various different types of black leather armor. They seem to almost like come out of the shadows, and they are wearing armor that is similar to the faction that had the guy with the spokes on his hand.
Okay, so the 7 dead ones, not the other
Okay,
one.
so I know that like combat takes a minute, so I think we're gonna pause here for tonight. We will jump right into combat next time. Unfortunately, I don't want to get into like a 2-hour combat and then you guys don't get time to actually enjoy it. So yeah,
I understand.
I think we're gonna pause here for the evening.
Botcher. They're lucky.
Alright.
They are
yeah.
lucky. Yeah, they get to survive for another week.
For another
Another
week. They get to live for another week. So, yeah, everybody, we actually have some viewers. My friend Siren, Gamer Siren, she's in the chat right now. Everyone say hello.
Hello.
She's one of my badass friends who gets on and jams out to Rock Band quite a bit.
Ooh.
Final Fantasy, lots of RPGs. So I've seen, like, I don't know how many streams of her, but she was in like my top 3 most streamed people last year of streamers that I watched. So, but yeah. Anyway, so that's going to be it for the show this week. We're going to pick up episode 3 next week with the warehouse, the battle, find the fate of Floon, solve more mysteries. Will Gus get that Bloodwell vial? Who knows?
Who knows?
Find out next
So-
time.
So when it came to gold, I added, just so you know, I added another 100 because of my my robe of useful items had 100
Okay.
gold piece bag.
Yeah.
So
No,
I'm at
that's
500.
That's totally good. That's totally fine. But yeah, next week, same time, Wednesday, 7:30 Eastern. We'll be back on,
Woo.
continuing the adventure.
With the Gustus League.
Hopefully, Ulzid will be back in the house. I'll figure out a creative way to get him into the combat. It's fine.
Yep, we're still deciding on the name.
Still deciding on the name. So from all of us here to all of you out there, have a good rest of your Wednesday, and we'll see you next week.
It's Thursday,
Alright.
everybody. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, let's not get sued by those other guys who are like way better at this than we are.
See y'all next week.
See you guys next week.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Doodles.